Robschild, no advice. Wanted to do a quick morning update. The market seems to be going up a little bit. It's important to remember that you can have plenty of bounces and rip your face off rallies during crashes like this. I still believe that the S&P 500 can drop 5 to 20% today or tomorrow or sometime this week, but it doesn't have to. Something I wanted to share was going back to the COVID crash when people thought that the entire world was going to completely shut down. It was the worst possible news that we could have ever gotten when we found out that the coronavirus, had indeed landed in America. The chart you're looking at is the VIX, the volatility index, and while we have major spikes going into the 27th, we actually had the 28th have a reversal for 2 trading days, even over the weekend, the VIX dropping actually, and then consolidating a little bit before continuing higher, consolidating a little bit, continuing higher, dropping dramatically. It goes up and it goes down, and then the pink line is the S&P 500, and obviously no market ever goes in a complete straight line. I probably jumped the gun with my title yesterday saying that that was the bounce and that it can drop another 5 to 20% tomorrow being today. Like I'm saying now, to redeem myself a little bit. Although, the elevator goes down, you go up slowly the stairs, and when things crash, they tend to go down faster than they go up. The down movement can last as long as several years, actually. And obviously, you're going to have plenty of bounces along the way. And so today, so far, it just looks like a continuation of the bounce in a very dire situation for the markets right now. As one of my commenters mentioned, like, this is one of those moments where you try to sell into strength. It's something that some people will do, but relief rallies like today make me happy that I'm not trying to day trade this. I'm not trying to come in and out of this making money that way. I'm very comfortable with the positions that I have. I probably won't change anything today unless certain things go my direction, like obscenely, and then, maybe I'll take some profits, but I'm sort of just, yeah, still eating popcorn and watching the fireworks, and that's it. There's a few other things that caught my eye this morning. The 10-year Treasury note yield continuing higher. Traders sometimes refer to what's going on right now as whipsaw action because you just have it going back and forth like violently, and you could even end up a situation where you have higher highs and lower lows at the same time. It looks like, to me, that's sort of what's developing here. Yields have no idea where to go. But if and when equities continue to collapse, typically you'll get a run to safety, being Treasury bonds, notes, and bills, and the yields will drop if the crash continues. That's one thing I'm very confident about. Also this morning, it appears that crude oil, after breaking everybody's trend line, a lot of traders were looking for where this line is here, where I'm drawing the 65 level to break, which we haven't gotten below for like 3 or 4 years now. This is a major move for oil to get below that level is a major big deal, and this is very clearly a consolidating bear flag here. It obviously is setting up for another drop to the downside. Equally, in copper, we're starting to see a bear flag formation. So consolidating at the very bottom, this is a sign of further downside. And remember, Dr. Copper has a PhD in economics. It doesn't feel good to be stuck in a position that you don't want to be in. And if you're in positions that you set yourself up for ahead of time and you have your thesis, you have your way of thinking, like, okay, I know it's down and I believe that it'll go back up and that was my plan. follow your plans. That's the main thing. One big mistake a lot of people make is changing their plans based on what Mr. Market decides to do on a daily basis. And Mr. Market is nuts. He'll do the craziest possible things that you can imagine. So stay safe out there, everyone. I expect today to be another pretty wild day in markets, and I will definitely make a show later for the regular show. Robschild.